sometime in the future, I really want to become a bodybuilder professionally. I want to compete in federations and I don't know, just, express myself in that way and see what happens. And unfortunately, something like with bodybuilding at the moment, it's kind of like a pandemic. You sort of need to be on steroids. It's really bad. Not something that I think should be promoted within the industry. The federations that don't really care are genuinely the smaller federations. Sorry, and so it just like, let's say for example you wanted to be in the Mr. Olympia. I'm not saying I'll ever even remotely get close to that stage, assuming I even become a bodybuilder at all. But you sort of need to be on PEDs to be able to compete in Mr. Olympia. And that sucks. It really does. You know what I mean? You can have your nutrition on point, the best genetics in the entire world, the best sleep schedule literally anybody has ever seen, and you're still not going to be able to compete at the level of someone who is taking like 900 milligrams of testosterone every single week. It's just never going to happen. And that sucks. So something I've sort of had to do was have this conversation with myself on whether or not I'm ever going to take steroids. And I came to the conclusion that I don't think I ever will, unless I want to compete professionally. You know what I mean? If it gets to the point where I'm fully ready to commit to being the best possible bodybuilder that I can be, of course I'm going to hop on PEDs. It just seems like the only possible option at the moment. In saying that, I think this is probably the dumbest decision I could ever make in my entire life. Hopping on PEDs is just not something anybody should ever do. Like, it's so stupid. It inhibits your natural ability to produce testosterone. And that's why, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But yeah, it's a weird world we live in. If you want to compete in bodybuilding, it's just something that you have to do. And it sucks, but it's a necessary measure that you have to take. And so yeah, the conclusion that I've come to is that in 6-7 years, if I'm still going to the gym every single day, if I have my nutrition on point to where I'm eating the same things day in and day out, getting enough protein and carbs and fats and whatnot, and I'm getting 8 hours of sleep every single night, and I'm fully ready to commit to the next level, I'm happy to hop on PEDs. And it wouldn't be more than 150 milligrams of testosterone a week. I think any more than that, and you're really risking a lot of things. But as of right now, there's not a single chance in the world that I would ever hop on PEDs at the moment. I think it is, I've already said this, but I truly do think it is just one of the stupidest decisions you could ever make. And I'm being genuinely honest. I'm not going to judge anyone for being on PEDs, but when I'm around people who live that lifestyle, I don't know, it's just not something that I really just want to be around. I think that's one of the main contributing factors to, people taking steroids is when the people around them do. If you're around, 5-6 people every single day in the gym and all of those people are on, steroids, I think it's basically saying to yourself, hey, this is okay. These people are on it. Why don't I hop on it as well? And yeah, it's not something anybody should ever do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See ya.